Hi guys, my name is Jenna Lynch. I'm a senior and I attend Bishop Curtin High School. I was super bummed and I wanted to attend the social. However, I had to be in California as my team's competing for a national championship. So in light of all that, I still wanted to share my story of my experience with Safe Sport Network. So there's a lot I can say about the athletic trainers at Bishop Curtin. All amazing, of course. I've had the pleasure of getting to know not just one, not two, but three Safe Sport athletic trainers in the time I've been an athlete at BG. In my sophomore and junior year, Bishop Curtin had Sarah and Beth as our ATs. This year, we were blessed to have Sarah and Cassie. All three have had huge influences on me during my time at BG. They exemplify compassion, care, and hard work, all while being valuable healthcare professionals. They are legitimate miracle workers and know how to handle anything thrown at them. Whether a minor injury or a longer lasting injury that needs monitoring and daily rehab, our Safe Sport ATs are available to help us safely return to sports. I became invested and interested in what our ATs did and spent time after school hanging out for fun, but also observed their work environment and learned a lot along the way. All three, Sarah, Beth, and Cassie, are some of the kindest people I've ever met, and they always make my day when I see them after school. Having athletic trainers available every day has been very beneficial as an athlete at BG. If any ache or pain ever came up from sports, I knew I was fortunate to have a place to go knowing I would receive care and help. I knew I'd walk in and get the biggest smiles and a "what's wrong with you now?" or a "hey friend." I play a high-contact sport, ice hockey, so I've had my share of injuries and pains, and every time, no matter how big or small, the Safe Sport athletic trainers have been there to provide treatment. I recently had to get stitches in my elbow, and Sarah and Cassie were great and helped me return sooner than I thought. In my junior year, I was very close to Beth, who covered all the girls' hockey games. She became a huge supporter, and our whole team loved her. It was difficult to be a high school student athlete sometimes, and I reached some points when it got hard. Beth was there not only to help with just the physical side of things, but also the mental side. She knew where I was coming from, encouraged me to keep going, and she was always there to support me. I cannot thank her enough for all she did for me during her time at BG. Sarah and Cassie are also huge supporters and have been caring during some hard times. It is easily forgotten that student athletes carry a lot, but the Safe Sport athletic trainers are amazing advocates for the athletes at BG and also help us advocate for ourselves, teaching us that safety always comes before play. Cassie is new to BG this year, but her personality and cheerfulness made it super easy to get to know her, and she filled Beth's spot super well. She is someone I can talk to always and reminds me everything will be okay, giving some great advice when needed. Sarah and Cassie also never fail to make me feel better, and the connection we have is pretty special. They crack jokes, cheer me on in games, and always check in and ask how my day was. One thing I will never forget was I celebrated my 18th birthday, and Sarah bought a cake, and we had a little party with a group of kids that hang out in the office after school. I joined the Student Ambassadors this year because of the experience and connection I created with my athletic trainers in my junior year, and it was one of the best decisions I made. I get involved in various activities and hang out with some of my best friends. I've learned about sports safety like CPR and how to treat heat exhaustion and concussions. This led to me and two of my friends decorating our athletic trainer's office with information all about sports safety, what an athletic trainer is, and little get to know your athletic trainer flyers. I also learned just how fortunate I am to be at a school competing and knowing if anything happened in a game, someone is there to help me. Through the Ambassador program, I've gotten to experience face-to-face interactions and share Safe Sports mission while also hyping up our ATs to several people and companies at social events like this one. I also get to know other Safe Sport athletic trainers when we have ambassador events or when I volunteer. Through the Ambassador program, I ran a 5K with other BG ambassadors and Cassie in support of Safe Sport. I and our team helped raise money, and I got to share how important this organization is to me and all athletes at BG. Donations flooded in as other people realized the importance of Safe Sport Network. All in all, I wish I had joined the Ambassador program a little earlier than my senior year, but joining has made my year much more exciting and an experience I will carry with me after I graduate. And of course, as I think about graduating, I say with all my heart how I could not be more grateful to have had the best athletic trainers to take care of me and make my athletic experience at BG a great one. So, shout out to Sarah Horn and Cassie Lammers for being some of my biggest supporters this year. And thank you. So hopefully I'll be returning from California with another medal for Sarah to add to her photo op.